Welcome to our animated journey through the history of Bangladesh's presidents. Since its independence in 1971, this nation has seen its fair share of leaders, each one bringing their own unique flavor to the table. So, get ready to dive deep into the lives of these presidents, from the freedom fighters to the politicians, the military men to the unexpected heroes. We'll uncover the stories, the scandals, and the successes that have defined Bangladesh's journey as a nation. First up, we've got Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the OG, the big cheese, the father of the nation. Mujibur Rahman was the driving force behind Bangladesh's independence movement, and when Bangladesh finally won its independence in 1971, guess who became the first president? You got it, the man himself, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. While Mujibur Rahman was imprisoned by the Pakistani government, someone had to keep the lights on in Bangladesh. Enter Syed Nazrul Islam, the acting president extraordinaire. He held down the fort, leading the provisional government and making sure Bangladesh's fight for independence stayed on track. Syed Nazrul Islam may not have sought the spotlight, but his role in Bangladesh's independence was absolutely crucial. Next up, we've got Ziaur Rahman, a military man who found himself right in the thick of Bangladesh's fight for independence. He literally declared Bangladesh's independence over the radio. In 1977, he became the president of Bangladesh, determined to rebuild the nation after years of conflict. He founded the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, which remains a major force in Bangladeshi politics to this day. Talk about leaving a legacy. Hold on tight, folks, because the next chapter in our presidential roller coaster takes a bit of a turn. Enter Hussein Mohammed Ershad, a man who seized power through a military coup. During his time in power, Ershad focused on economic development and infrastructure projects. He even transitioned from a military dictator to an elected president, which is a pretty impressive feat for someone who came to power through a coup. After the roller coaster ride that was Ershad's rule, Bangladesh needed a bit of stability. Enter Shahabuddin Ahmed, a former Chief Justice who brought a sense of impartiality and integrity to the role. Shahabuddin Ahmed might not have been the flashiest president, but his dedication to the rule of law earned him respect and admiration from people across the political spectrum. Now let's talk about Abdur Rahman Biswas, a man who oversaw one of the most significant shifts in Bangladesh's political landscape, the transition from a presidential to a parliamentary system. He understood that a parliamentary system, where the prime minister holds more executive power, would be more stable and democratic for Bangladesh in the long run. And in Bangladesh's case, the music of democracy kept playing on. Ziaur Ahmed's presidency was like trying to sail a boat through a hurricane while juggling live grenades. His time in office, from 2002 to 2009, was marked by political turmoil, protests, and even a state of emergency. But amidst all the chaos, Ziaur Ahmed tried his best to maintain stability and order. Ziaur Rahman was a man who dedicated his life to serving Bangladesh, rising through the ranks of the Awami League. When he became president in 2009, he brought those same qualities to the role. Ziaur Rahman's presidency was a time of relative stability and progress for Bangladesh. Abdul Hamid, the man who stepped up to the plate when Bangladesh needed a steady hand. After the untimely death of Ziaur Rahman, Abdul Hamid, then the Speaker of the Parliament, found himself thrust into the role of acting president. He had a long and distinguished political career, having served in Parliament for decades. He was elected president in 2013, becoming the first person in Bangladesh's history to serve 2 consecutive terms. And finally, we arrive at the present day, the current chapter in Bangladesh's presidential journey. Mohammed Shahabuddin, a man who brings a wealth of experience from his judicial and political career, took office on April 24, 2023. Now, as President, Mohammed Shahabuddin faces the challenge of leading Bangladesh through a time of global uncertainty and domestic challenges. So there we have it, folks, a whirlwind tour through the lives of the presidents who shaped Bangladesh's destiny. From freedom fighters to military men, judges to career politicians, each leader has left their mark on this nation's history. Through coups, protests, natural disasters, and political turmoil, The spirit of the Bangladeshi people has remained unbroken. Each of these leaders has played a significant role in shaping Bangladesh's history, navigating challenges and contributing to the nation's development. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the leadership of Bangladesh.